What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all again with another video. 2-year deal for Furkan Korkmaz re-signs with the Philadelphia 76ers. I remember seeing him at Summer League play amazing, honestly and truthfully, and the guy can really play. I thought he wouldn't be on Philly. He asked for a trade. He wanted to be off the team not too long ago. I thought that was a good move for him to leave Philly. They don't really need him. They don't really utilize him really at all. He very rarely gets minutes and playing time, and he actually can play. I'm not saying that he should be a starter, but you never really know until you get the chance to really go out there and show your talent and really get a chance to be who you are. I feel like in Summer League, he was able to play more of his game, do more of what it makes him special, shoot the ball, handle it, play make a little bit. He's a special player, but Philly just too talented. When you look at guys that they have on their roster like Richardson and Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, Al Horford, it do. You know, you don't have enough time and effort to really get on the court and make a huge contribution. Because at the end of the day, you have all stars all over that roster. Even last year, having Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler on the roster, you're not going to get minutes with that type of lineup. And even if you do, it's going to be in garbage time, not really making that much of an impact. So I always had a liking for Korkmaz. He's something special. He still is young. He can shoot. He can break down the defense. He does bring a lot of offense to his game. Not really known as a defender, but then again, it's hard to play defense when you don't get no playing time. So I'm surprised that he ended up staying with Philly, especially on a 2-year deal. It is partially guaranteed for that second year, so they can waive him and do whatever they want with him. It seemed like they wasn't on the same page. It seemed like he definitely wouldn't be going back to Philly because he was unhappy for a while with them. But they ended up finding a way to work out a deal and getting it done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So he will be playing in Philly. We won't know if he's going to stay the whole season. We won't know if he will even play the whole 2 years out with Philly. But hopefully he does get a little bit more run. I think he has a lot of potential. He can be a 7th or 8th man on a good team, given the minutes and given the opportunity. So personally, to me, I really want to see what Korkmaz is going to do in his career because he is a talented player and a lot of guys respect him. And he was doing his thing. It's just hard to get into the NBA when you have a team that's so talented and you have other teams that's working on younger talent, trying to develop younger talent, and they are still trying to fight to make a name for themselves too. And like I said, at the same time, it's hard to get the money because most teams want to give you the partially guaranteed contract like you got from Philly, but also they want to give you the two-way contract. It can work out for you. It can be a buzz, or it can really save your career depending on how well you play. But if you're not going to play and get the opportunity, you're going to be most likely traded or waived for another player. And Korkmaz is good enough to be on the roster, but he hasn't been good enough in Philly to actually impact them as an organization when it comes to playing on the basketball court. So I really do want to see what's going to happen with his career. I really want to see what's going to happen with the Sixers. They're a special team. They one of the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference, just like they was last year. They was a quiet little bounce away from being in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals against the Milwaukee Bucks, who ended up losing to the Raptors in 4 straight games. And now they have a chance to run it back. And to me, the best team in the Eastern Conference this season is the Milwaukee Bucks. Got to pick one team in the Eastern Conference that can go all the way and get to the finals. Is the Bucks. Do I think they'll win it? No. But honestly and truthfully, it's not too many teams. Even my Celtics, they look pretty good, but they are unknown because we never played with Kemba, and we still do got to see what Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum can really do as a team and as talent without Kyrie. Kyrie took a lot of their shots. He wasn't really the best playmaker for them. Kemba is a lot more aggressive. He creates a lot more opportunities, and they're going to be relied on a lot more since both of them most likely going to be starters. So to me, this is a move that doesn't really hurt or help the Sixers if they're not going to utilize him, but it does give them another guy that they know what he can bring to the table. They know what he can do. They know how to use him a little bit, and they do understand him because he has been on the roster. He has played in practice. He has played in some games, and they do know his strengths and weaknesses. So it could be a good pickup for them. It could be a pickup that won't matter as much, and it could be one that can help another team in the future. So Korkmaz, if I was him, I just be thankful that I'm still in the NBA, having a chance to live out my dream. He only played 48 games last year for the Philadelphia 76ers. He only played 14 in his first season. He only played 14 minutes a game, so that was an improvement last year, going to 48 games, starting 7 of them, playing 14 minutes. He was a little up and down, but so was his minutes. So you can't really blame that on him because he only can go out there and contribute the best way he can. And depending on what team and what players are out there, it really does hurt what his ability is to do because he can play off ball, and that's something that all the players got to do. You got to be able to shoot the ball off the ball, be able to knock down threes. You got to be able to handle the ball, get to the paint, or even just create a shot. And Korkmaz can do those things. And he has done those on every level so far. So he has some type of skill. It's not like he's just a guy with potential that hasn't realized it. The dude can play when he is given the opportunities and given the minutes. So he has proven that. So I really want to know what made Philly go back with him. I really want to know why Philly chose to keep him. It is very interesting that he will be coming back, and I was a little surprised about that, especially signing the 2-year deal and giving them the ability to give you a partially guaranteed in your second year. And that's what you want to do. You want to get comfortable with a team. You want to be able to go out there and get buckets. You want to be out there to go out there and do your thing, but you also want to be guaranteed in that second year too. But if you couldn't get a better offer or a team really wasn't really to take that gamble, that risk on them, I can understand just taking this deal because you still want to be able to play and you are on an organization that know who you are and know how to use you the right way. So this is a love hate for me. I wanted to see Korkmaz get an opportunity on another team, but I also understand business wise, and I also understand why he signed this deal. At the same time, I look at it from both ways, and it could be something that can help or hurt his career, but we really won't know until we see how it play out. But when I look at this roster, I think they do need a guy like Courtney Miles that can play that 2 or that 3 and give you instant offense off that bench because they gave up a lot this year to me, cap space wise. They gave up a lot of flexibility and then giving Ben Simmons $170 million and then giving Joel Embiid $100 million, then giving Tobias Harris 180, and then giving Al Horford $100 million. I mean, all the money is not too much money that you can really use to get players at this point. And remember, Josh Richardson got his extension already too, so he got paid his money. So they got some long-term commitment. They know what they're trying to do with this roster. We still got to see them go out there and play and see how they mesh and how well this roster really played. This is one of the biggest mysteries this year is Philly because we really don't know if this is going to work. We really don't know how great their defense is going to be. We really don't know how great their offense is going to be because the talent looks like it can work, but it also looks like it's going to be terrible. So this is just a situation of shock um, right now after they did the Al Horford and trading Jimmy Butler and giving Tobias Harris that much money along with Ben Simmons. So this is their core at this point. They locked in financially. They locked in long term with this team unless they trade some of these assets. But Elton Brand is a guy that has shown since he has been a GM that he's willing to go all in. He's willing to make those moves that other GMs won't make. He's willing to take those risks. He's willing to give it all he got, just like we've seen getting Tobias Harris and Boban. He really thought that his Sixers team needed that last little piece to put them over top and put them in championship contention. And they came close, but they didn't do it. So now he has revamped the team on the fly, changed the whole direction, the whole style of play, and the whole personnel really this year. And there's not too many players that's been on this team that long left. And Korkmaz is one of those because he's going into year 3 with Philly. And I really want to see if this is the year that they really unleash him, or are they going to continue to keep him as a secret weapon, or is he just going to collect dust on the bench and just have to watch everybody else do their thing while he's not going to get the opportunity to play? So, this is a gift and a curse. This is a love hate for this deal for Korkmaz, but
at the same time, I can also see it working. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Korkmaz can play? Do you think he'll get playing time? Do you think that he's not even worth the playing time? Do you think that Korkmaz can play? Like I said, I done seen him play in some games. When I went to a Bucks game with my mom, they went against Philly, and I went to a game with my friend, and they went against Philly. And then obviously I seen Korkmaz play a couple games at Summer League, and I was impressed. The guy can play. He has a lot of skill. He's not just an athlete. This guy really has good skills and good IQ, and he knows how to play basketball. And he knows how to score that basketball. So it's not like they're giving money to a guy that has potential. This is a guy that has proven it with the Sixers. And at the same time, you got to think about it. When you have all that money committed, you need some cheap contracts to fill out the rest of the roster. You need some guys that can come in and make an impact, and you need some guys that can come in and really know their role and know what they're supposed to do on the court. Because when you commit in that much money, you're gonna have to have somebody take a pay cut. None of their star players took a pay cut, so it's gonna have to be the role players that do it. And if that's the case, this is a good pickup for them to keep him because you know what he brings to the table. And they have some solid players still on this roster, so this is one of those rosters that I can see being tough, and this is one of those rosters I can see being a problem in the future. And this is one of those teams that can blow up in their face. So I don't really know what to expect until I see it. This is one of the teams I'm going to be watching all year. And I think that everybody will because people want to see if this experiment and this retooling is really going to work for the Philadelphia 76ers. But let me know what you guys think about Court Miles. Let me know what you guys think about Philly. They're in a tough situation, but they're also in a situation of mystery in my personal opinion. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I read every comment and let me know. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link be in the description, comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that likes the videos. Thanks for everybody that comments. I like the activity that you guys have shown. I answered comments that make sense. If that makes sense, and also at the end of the day, if you like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies. I break down players. I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. I'm gone.